Hey there, this is Tom, and I was asked to make a video on the OnlyWire service. Now, with OnlyWire, you can take a blog post or any other web page and bookmark it to over 40 different social media websites with one click to the OnlyWire button. This is a great service to take advantage of to get your blog or your website more exposure. And best of all, it's free. First, you're going to need to sign up to OnlyWire, obviously. Once signed up, you will need to enter the usernames and passwords of all the social media sites you want to post to. Now we can take a look at one account that I manage. Here you can see all the different social media websites this service will post to. If you don't have the usernames and passwords for these services and you want to use them, well then you're going to have to spend an hour or two going to each one of these websites and signing up. So once you have all your social media accounts signed up and entered here into OnlyWire, you will then need to install the button on your website. To do that, we head over here to Tools and come down here to Get the Button. Now here under Step 1, we need to select the type of website. So if you know your site allows for embedded code, for example, if you're able to post YouTube videos successfully on your site, then you should be okay with this first selection right here. There are a couple other options here that I won't get into right now for this video. Okay, in the next step, we need to choose all the different services we want to use. Now, if you're like me, you're going to want all of them. And we have some styling options, yada yada yada. When you're all done with these options, click Get Your Button. Okay? Now all we need to do is simply copy this out of here and paste it somewhere on our website. As you can see below here, there's a couple more options, but again, I'm not going to get into this during this video. So you need to paste this onto your website. The best location to place the code is at the bottom of every blog post, if your website is a blog. If it's not a blog, perhaps on the right or left side or the bottom of every page. So here's what the button looks like on one of my blogs. So here's a blog post, and at the very bottom I have the button here. When you hover over it, it pops open, and we're going to go over these options in a minute. And here's what the button looks like in Ning. There's one more step you need to take. You need to install the submitter. So we go back to Tools over here and click View Downloads, and you just click the link for your type of computer. The OnlyWire submitter is a tool that works in the background on your computer and submits your blog posts or whatever you're bookmarking to all the social media websites. So it just kind of sits there in the background working as you're doing other things. So once you've downloaded and installed it, you should see a little OnlyWire icon in your applications tray. So let me see if I can show you how that looks. So down here I've got the OnlyWire submitter running. Now what I've just shown you, that's if you're on Windows. Of course, if you're on Macintosh or some other system, it might look different on your computer. Now the OnlyWire submitter should always be running in the background when you start your computer. If it's not running, when you want to bookmark something new, go ahead and launch it so that it's running and then do your bookmarking. Okay, so if you've got the button on your site and you've got the submitter installed and working, we can finally start using the service to bookmark our articles and blog posts. Now this part is easy. So I'm going to demonstrate how this works from a Ning website. First, I need to find a blog post that I want to bookmark, and I'm going to click on the title to make sure I get on the blog page. As you can see here, this page has a lot of different blog posts on it, the headlines at least, and I definitely don't want to bookmark this page. I want to bookmark a single post. So let me find something here. This looks good, so I'm going to click it. That should take me to the full blog post page. So you can see here, that's everything. So I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this. So I'm going to scroll down here to find where I placed the button on this website. Go ahead and click it, and you can see by clicking it or even just hovering over it, the button will expand and display these options. Now first of all, if you're not logged into OnlyWire, there will be some buttons, they might be here, that'll say login. And so you just simply click it and put in your password, and after you've done that, it'll look like this. So we have some options here, and the most important one is this bookmark button down here. But let's take it from the top. So if you want to, you can turn on or turn off some of the social sites if you don't want to post to all of them. Then down here we have title, URL. These are all editable boxes, and I'm just going to leave them as is. The only thing I'm going to change is down here you have tags. Now I'm not going to get into why tagging is important. I'm just going to show you how to use this feature in OnlyWire. Now OnlyWire tags are separated by a space. So if you have a tag that has more than one word in it, let's say for example you wanted to tag world peace. That's 2 words. You'd have to put in a dash in between each word. So it would look like this if you can read it. Let's see if I can make this bigger for you. Okay? So then I'd type a space and then I could put in another tag. Now one of the nice things about OnlyWire is that any tags I've used in the past can be reused over and over, and I don't have to keep typing them. There's a link right here. It says My Tags. So if you click on it, this will expand a little bit and we can see all the different tags that have been used on this particular account. And if I want to use them, I can just go ahead and click on these. Okay, done. And you can see they've already been entered, space separated and with dashes. And if I need to add more, I can just keep on typing in this box and add more, and then they'll get saved. When I'm done tagging, I'm ready to hit the bookmarking button. Okay, it says your submission will be processed by the OnlyWire submitter. It says click here to download. Now I know I already have it working on my computer, so I don't know why they have this link here. Now after clicking the bookmark button, the OnlyWire submitter that's running on your computer will begin submitting your bookmarks to all the sites behind the scenes. Now what will happen is you'll get a little CAPTCHA entry box that will pop up on your desktop from time to time. Don't be alarmed. This is because some of the social media websites require a CAPTCHA human verification. I'm sure you've seen these on numerous different websites. They're to prove that you're a human being. And so, whoop, one just popped up. And let me just drag this over into the viewing area so you can see this. So this is what I'm talking about. These are just popping up on my screen right now, so I just need to fill it out and hit submit. And that's it. And you'll get 4, 5, 6 of these depending on how many sites that you're submitting to. And that just tells you the OnlyWire submitter is doing its thing in the background on your computer. So that's basically it, how to use the OnlyWire service. Now there is one more thing I want to show you, and that is the submission tracking that comes with OnlyWire. Oh, here's another one. Just got interrupted. So let me do this one. This is for mix. It'll tell you sometimes which sites. Okay, right now I'm at my submission history, is what it's called. And this shows my most recent bookmarks. And this is good to check periodically because it will show you which sites, these are all new, so down here we go. So it shows you which services were submitted to and which ones failed. Now some submissions may fail for a lot of reasons. It could be the wrong code, like this code, the CAPTCHA code. So if you type in the wrong thing, that could cause a failure. If you input the wrong username and password into OnlyWire, that will also cause problems, obviously. And sometimes some of these services, they're just flaky, and sometimes they can be temporarily unavailable, and there's nothing you can do about it. But what's nice is you have this resend link here, and you can click that and you can try it again. If you verify that the password's okay, if you've gone to the site and you see that it's up and running, you can try it again. Maybe it was just the CAPTCHA was wrong. So it's a good idea to come in here periodically, maybe a couple times a week, depending on how frequently you are bookmarking, and see how things are going. Okay, so that's it for this video. I really hope that you have found it helpful. And again, if you have any questions or need help or advice on anything, please feel free to drop by our forum at www.techiediy.net. Thanks for watching.